So this is what contrapposto is, and these illustrations are from the Anatomy of Sculptors book, and I have included those to the references collection that will be included in the materials. And you can see here in the pictures how different is looking the poses when the figure is standing straight with no curves, and when it has some curves and S lines that I was showing the lines in the previous lesson. And you can read it yourself that this term describes the position of a figure in which the hips and the legs are turned in a different direction from that of the shoulders and head. And basically those are having S shape. And you can see in some ancient statues they probably didn't know about this, and that's why the statues were looking kind of stiff and lifeless. And these are later period statues, Greek statues. Maybe those are from Egypt, and I'm not sure, to be honest, but maybe those are the same time even, but these ones are very famous. And I also included here some photos from the live pictures where the models are standing in contrapposto and walking. You can see that it's not straight. We have some S shapes here, also slight turns, and but already it's looking very alive. And if I will draw, we can see this is the shoulder position and this is the hip position. This is the shoulder and hips. This is the shoulder and hips. And you can see this is already drawn, and some other variations here for the contrapposto. We can imagine that this is the hips and this is the shoulder. And yeah, and I think this is not, probably this is not the contrapposto. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, maybe it's a slight contrapposto. Yeah, probably. And this is, it should be ideally like so, but yeah, probably this is not the best example. And this is the 3D model, I think, and we can see the same principle the artist is using there. So yeah, so this is what we were trying to achieve in the previous lesson. So I will remove all that lines here. So we can see it without the lines. And now we will be joining the objects just like in the first pose. I will once again check. I think that this, you see that it's sticking out too much, so I think I will rather move it slightly to the side, like so, and rotate it maybe. Yeah, from the back it's looking also nice. Okay, and let's start. I think I will close it for now. So I will select everything and Control A, all transforms. And first of all, before merging, I again need to separate the fingers a little bit with the pose tool. And let's see if it will grab the finger right away. So let's try to scale it a little bit. Oh, no. Come here. Okay, let's start with this one. It seems to be easier. Hey, Pinky. Come here. Yeah, it's very tricky tool. And sometimes we need some patience. It's not working how we want to. So okay, I will lasso and mask it. Invert and smooth. I'll try once again the pose tool just in case. Maybe it will catch it. Maybe it will catch in your case, I'm not sure. Okay, it's not catching it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. By the way, if you from this angle just catch the tip of the toe and invert, and I will try the pose tool again, and it's not giving what I want. So again, lasso mask. We need to be very careful here. Clear. Maybe for this one at least it will work. Yes, it's working. It's cool, awesome. But for this one, yeah, it worked. Oh, even worked for the yeah, nice. But that was probably too much. So and the second oh yeah, it's working, yeah. And we can regulate it with the brush size. I would still want to have some space between these two, so I will select it, deselect, invert, invert, and pose. And I saw it catched it. Oh. So if everything else is blocking your view, you can just go and isolate your object. Yeah, very nice, very nice. All right, and I will save just in case. First of all, I will smooth this part and move it in a little bit. Before joining, we need to make sure that everything is looking good. Yeah, and I want the bone here. Oh, don't forget to switch off the symmetry. Yeah, I can just go and use the draw sharp brush for those parts sticking out in the unwanted places. Yeah, and we can now open the reference and see yeah, probably I need to turn the pelvis a little bit. Yeah, I forgot to make it. Yeah, so you can see the angle of the pelvis now is looking better, and maybe even more origin to mass. Yeah, more dramatically, more angle I need to give here. I will move a little bit the foot here and this one. Yeah, I think this is looking much better if I move it like that. But I really don't want them to intersect. So how can I Control Alt X? Maybe I should bring it a little bit more to the front again. And yeah, and this one I will bring a little bit to the back even more, like so, and I will rotate it. So yeah, now I have some space between the legs. It's looking quite nice. I want to move all this sculpt a little bit to the side to be in the center line. and Control X, again origin to the mass. Switch off the symmetry here. Move it a little bit back. Yeah, looking nice. And I will move it in. And this part is connecting to the pelvis. And we can see that the pelvis is completely off a little bit, so I need to rotate it a little bit according to the hips. But I will, in order not to affect this butt, I will make it in the edit mode. And this middle part should be twisted. I don't know if there is any twist tool here that could help us. I think no. So I will do it manually. Okay, and yeah, the last thing, we need to fix the neck. And we need to understand that this sternocleidomastoid is connecting to the clavicle, so it shouldn't be here like that, yeah. So we need to mind that. Oops. And while it's still separate, it's easy to work out the main shapes, to adjust them how we want, especially like this one. And mainly I'm using the grab tool here, nothing very much special, nothing that much specific. Yeah, I recommend you also to spend some time on this. Don't rush and just try to enjoy the process. I'm probably rushing a little bit because I'm making a tutorial and I don't want it to be too long. Yeah. And we need to fix some parts here and there. Again, I forgot to And by the way, this part should be significantly this part of the torso should be significantly changed, because we can see that when we lift the hand, our clavicle is going there, and now it's still looking in the front. So I need to move it somewhere there. And this chest muscle also is lifting up with the clavicle here. And I need to do the same for the left part too, because this is not right anatomically. Yeah, and now it's looking much better. This is going even on top here. Smooth it like so, and we need to check this from the back because it's also not looking right for now. Yeah, and this is excellent. We can see what's happening here, and we definitely need to move the shoulder. Move it up like so. And even the so everything is moving here. In the back too. Right, so yeah, I think I will stop here, and in order not to make the lesson too long, we will continue in the next one. But first, yeah, I need to, this shoulder should be visible from the front too, so I will take this one. I will select these two, again parent this one, origin to selection. I think I need to move it a little bit more, like so. Yeah, and let's see, let's look at her right shoulder. Yeah, you can see that this part is this part of the shoulder should go up like so. Yeah, and now we can see it from the front view too. I will even probably move it. Yeah, very nice. And let's look at it from the back once again. Yeah, let's look at the armpit, what's happening there. This is quite interesting experience. To be honest. Yeah, and right now I'm learning myself a lot too. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, and the last thing I forgot before we stop this lesson, I need to check this hand. I'll just dip these parts in. Oh, I think I need to rotate this, of course. So I will go to the edit mode, select all and rotate it a little bit like so. And this I didn't want to rotate. Nice. Yeah, I feel that this part should be more straight. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And let's look at it from the back once again. I probably will need to still move a little bit this shoulder to the front. Move up, I mean. Just a little bit on the back. Yeah, you see how good it's looking right now. Yeah, we can move a little bit the breast, change its position. Yeah, if we want it to look even more natural, probably I will just change its shape a little bit, you see, like in her case, and the chest muscles. Very nice. And again, we need to be very gentle with the breast because it shouldn't be a square, never. Because it's not beautiful. You can imagine what would happen if the female, I wanted to say email, but if female would have square looking breasts, like Lego, I don't know, maybe in Lego only. Yeah, but this is very nice. I'm kind of happy with what is happening now. Maybe I will push the breast even more in here, like so. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I'm a little bit confused with this belly part. Let's look at it from different angles. I think this is too much in the front. Yeah, this lesson came out pretty long, but what can I do? If we want to have a good result, we cannot rush. Needs time. I really want to get a good result here. Because I'm liking the pose and I'm liking this assignment. Okay, and we can see that this back part is completely broken, so we can check how it looks here, and we need to move it. Move it more. And knowing anatomy is not enough. Sometimes we need to feel, just simply feel that it's not right, like something is looking not right, and by that feeling we also can see if the teacher is good or some artists, are they having mistakes or are they saying truth or not. Yeah, that's the feeling. Anatomy is also a lot about the feelings, about the truths, because sometimes we see that something is wrong with our model and we just want to skip it. Okay, that's fine, but something inside of you will be crying like, no, dude, you need to spend more time on that. You cannot just leave it. But if you are like, don't want to be that, don't want to go extra mile, probably this is a little bit more exaggerated from the back. But I'm good with that, unless it's looking good. I mean, unless it's visually looking pleasant, I'm good with that. I'm not conflicting with that. And I think from the front, from the front it's too narrow. Maybe I should move it a little bit to the side even more. I'm not sure though, but we could try making it. Yeah, I think yes. This was the right decision, I think. And we can see when she's bending on one side, this side is stretching and this compressing, so we need to mind that too. And the rib cage. Yeah, I'm spending on this time more time than on this part more time than I expected, but I believe it will worth it. So I think I can fix it when I will be joining the parts. It will be easier to do. Okay, at this point I will stop torturing you with this long video, and I will see you in the next one.